Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video I'll be showcasing how you can completely remove the cooldown on certain businesses in Grand Theft Auto Online. I think we can all agree cooldowns are incredibly annoying. For example, the agency is one of the businesses where you can earn a boatload of passive income. This wall safe every 48 minutes will give me $20,000, but if you're a new player, it won't. It'll actually give you zero. And you have to complete security contracts to increase the amount of passive income you make. If you complete over 200 security contracts, you will make the maximum of 20,000 every 48 minutes. But when there's a 3-minute cooldown on every single security contract you complete, that adds up. 300 times 200 minutes, that's 600 minutes of time you've had to wait on a cooldown. Nobody wants to wait that long. So I'm going to be showcasing, first of all in today's video, how to completely eliminate the cooldown for the special security contracts. Then I'm going to showcase how you can completely eliminate the hanger cooldown as well. And these are very, very simple tricks. So let's say, for example, you do, it doesn't really matter, we can do recover valuables. This pays $66,000. That's a lot of money. And usually completing these security contracts are very quick. That's my favorite part about the agency. This business does not take a lot of time at all. Now, as always, when I do these types of videos, I don't like to put cuts or edits in them for the most part, but at least when it comes to completing the mission, I will put an edit in. So we're just going to take out my free agency Super Valito. Alright, we have the safe code. Let's grab that. Thank you. And then we just gotta run over to the safe and eat some snacks while we do so. Then we can hop in here and put in the safe code. Alright, that was pretty easy. I'm at 3 minutes on the recording. Like, recover valuables is always the one of the fastest ways to earn money with the agency. It's just so good. Whenever you see it in the security contracts tab, I'd recommend to do it. And then we just need to exit over here, eat some snacks, hop into our helicopter. Well, we can kill this guy in the process, but like, doesn't really matter. All right, so let's hop in our helicopter. Let's head back to the agency. And you're going to see when we get to the agency that there is going to be a cooldown before we can start up the next security contract. By the way, if you're ever in a situation where you're worried you're going to die because, you know, like that moment there, they fired a lot of bullets at me. Just pull out your snacks in the interaction menu and you should be completely fine. So in about 2.5 to 3 minutes of work, I've been able to complete this mission and pay me $70,000. And then again, you'd have to wait like 3.5, 4 minutes before you can start up another one of these contracts. So there you go. Land our helicopter on the roof of the agency. And I don't know if we have to go through a cutscene with Franklin. I hope we don't, but sometimes the game does put you through a cutscene. And yes, indeed it does. Hello, Franklin. How are you doing? Okay, so we're done with this. We get our RP. And now the game's just going to cut right outside of Franklin's office, and done. Okay, so now if we go over here, we hop back onto the computer, you're going to see cooldown. It's not going to let me start up again. So here we go, hop onto the computer, and boom, boom, boom. Okay, and you can see there's a short delay before you can start another. So if I try to accept this, it doesn't let me. I'm pressing the accept button. It doesn't let me. So to simply counteract this, from an invite-only lobby, go to find new session and specifically public session. Make sure that you have your spawn location set to the agency because this will make life as quick and painless as possible. Now, obviously, loading into a public lobby sometimes takes a little longer than other times. It's definitely longer for PC than it is for console. But in general, it should only take you like 30 to 45 seconds to load into a new public lobby. And what's nice is that when doing this again, you only have to load into an invite-only lobby. But there you go. We've loaded into a public lobby. That was it. That's how long it took. Like, as I said, it's not very long to do this. It can take longer. But in general, you can see this is a fully populated lobby. And that literally took such a short amount of time. So it does showcase that this is not a time-consuming task at all. And I'm on PC. Like, if you were on console, this would have taken even longer. So, or no, it would have been even shorter on console. PC usually takes the longest. So now if we hop back onto our computer here, you are going to see the cooldown is completely removed. So we log in, and security contracts, there you go. No cooldown. I can start one right up. You can see that it's highlighting. I can press accept contract. Just like that. Here's the best part. If I were to complete this contract, all I would have to do is go to online, find new session, and invite only. So all you have to do to completely remove the cooldown on your agency is swap in between public lobby and then invite only, and then public. And by the way, if you don't want to do the mission in a public lobby, you can still just load back into an invite only after you've loaded into a public lobby, and the cooldown will still be removed. But either way, this is way faster than waiting that 3.5-minute window period, and it's definitely what I would recommend to do. I should add that I think that method also works for special cargo, but I don't really think it's that effective unless you're like a new player and you have one small warehouse, because in general, special cargo, as long as you own like 2 warehouses, you're never going to have to worry about the cooldown. Now, a separate method to also never have to worry about cooldowns has to do with the hangar. The hangar is another business which is a really, really important one for sourcing. You can see like I have 44 crates right now, and it's all of one thing, narcotics. If you're unaware, the most money you make with the hangar is when you fill all of one item. Yes, you can do the method where you split it into 25 and 25, but what I'll be showcasing today, which obviously completely removes the cooldown, begs the question of why you would ever do that if you can just remove the cooldown. So the game wants us to go to Sandy Shores Airfield for this mission, so I'm just going to request my Sparrow, which will spawn right in front of me. I still consider the Sparrow to be the most useful grinding tool in the game. I know the Oppressor's great, I know you can call out the Raiju, but just being able to instantly teleport your Sparrow wherever you are in front of you is just, I don't know, I find it so incredibly useful. So once again, let me get this mission finished up, and I'll cut back to when we have the crate. So we can actually already see the crate. It's right in front of me here. So all we have to do is bring our Sparrow right to the location where the crate is. And then if we just, ideally just touch the crate with our Sparrow, we should have it. There you go. And now we leave. There you go. That is the whole mission done. I still have 28 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock remaining. In general, the hangar missions are super easy to do. The only part of the hangar mission on this one that can be a little lame is you have to lose the cops, and even if you're part of like a CEO, you cannot remove them with your CEO abilities, which is a bit of a bummer. So in general, you just have to wait a little bit, and then you'll lose the cops. Alright, after watching a couple YouTube shorts, we no longer have cops, and we can bring the narcotics back to the hangar. In total, this was a 3-minute mission, which is pretty dang quick. So once you deliver whatever it is to the hangar, you're going to see that there is a 4-minute cooldown. And there's not really much you can do about that cooldown unless you do the method I'm going to showcase to skip it. But normally what a lot of grinders do is they'll just source a different crate and they'll do a 25-25 crate method. And while that is efficient, it's just not nearly as efficient as what I'm going to showcase here. So if we hop onto our computer and we go on to the page here, you're going to see it's going to say once again there's a short cooldown before, yeah, well, it's not even going to say it. You can see 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. So what we do is we go to online and we quit to main menu. Quitting to the main menu takes a total of, I don't know, 20 seconds, not even. Once we're at the main menu, we're going to load into story mode, and then we're going to go back into an invite-only lobby. Now, you don't have to go to story mode. You can also just press, like, join a free mode lobby as well. But because I have story mode, it's easier to just do this and go into an invite-only lobby. But yeah, you can load into a free roam lobby as well and remove the cooldown that way. So as you can see, we are already in story mode. This has taken, I think I timed it in a previous video. It takes me like 46 seconds in total to do all of this. So we go to online, invite only lobby. Obviously, make sure that your spawn location is set to the hangar. And doing this is going to instantly fast travel me into the hangar when I finally load into an invite only lobby. So here we go. Game's loading me in. It's going to do the swoop down effect. Boom, boom, boom. And there you go. We are now inside the hangar. So if we now make our way back over to the computer, so we run over out this door, into this door, and we hop back onto the computer, you are going to see the cooldown is completely removed for this business. Here we go. Hop onto the computer, source, and there you go. No cooldown. I can start at my next narcotic source. So both of these methods work. They've been working for a very long time now. I've been using the payphone hit, or not the payphone hit, but I've been using the agency security contract cooldown cut for at least a year now, and this one as well has been in the game for quite a few months, and Rockstar hasn't done anything about it. So what that means is that you don't have to worry about it being patched, you don't have to worry about being banned for this, and me posting this video isn't going to change Rockstar's knowledge of already knowing about this. So take advantage of it, and hopefully you enjoyed today's video. As always, I'm here to help you guys out as much as possible. I post daily videos, tips and tricks and glitches and everything else that'll help you out in GTA, and I make sure that they're easy to understand so it's not a hassle. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!